Hey there guys, welcome to the next time lapse here on the channel. As you can tell, I didn't waste any time jumping into this video, so we're just going to get started really quickly here. This video is a tribute to Ray Bradbury, who passed away 2 days ago, and those of you who do not know who Ray Bradbury is, he was one of the most popular and famous science fiction writers of our time. And he was best known for a lot of his works, including Fahrenheit 451, a lot of the stories gathered together which form the Martian Chronicles, and Something Wicked This Way Comes. And his best work, one of my favorite books, is Fahrenheit 451, and this painting that you're going to see being made is a tribute to that book and to him. Just a little information about Ray Bradbury. He was born in 1920, and he was 91 years old. He passed away a couple days ago. And he was primarily responsible for me getting to make a whole bunch of short stories. Because of him, I actually started writing short stories and a few other things. Because of him, I wrote no less than 23 short stories over the course of 5 or 6 years, as well as started on 2 novels. So I have him to thank for that. And he was the main person that got me into writing, and I just wanted to make this video as a kind of a dedication and a tribute to him. Because without him, I probably wouldn't have started writing. So it's just a thank you to him. Like I said before, this is just a, kind of going with a Fahrenheit 451 theme. The book is basically about burning books, and it's kind of about technology and how it affects us. It's a very interesting book. It's been interpreted a lot of different ways, so everyone gets a little bit something different out of it. So if you guys haven't read that, definitely try to read it. It's not quite as I'll say interesting for the younger kids as The Hunger Games, for example, but it is a great book. And if you can pick up any of Ray Bradbury's works, he's definitely a great author. And so yeah, I'm just cutting out the flame piece. I'm going with 2 dual flames for this, starting off with the orange and going through it here. I use packaging tape on a lot of my different paintings now because it just makes it a lot easier to cut out the stuff. And this one was a bit difficult because there was a lot of different curves, a lot of different areas I had to cut out. So you can see me going over a lot of the different lines again, just to make sure that they cut out and I can peel them off pretty easily. This video sped up to about 4 times faster than it should be, so it was about 24 to 25 minutes long, if you want to know exactly how long it took to actually cut everything out. So like I said, this is a Fahrenheit 451 themed painting. I'm making the flames for it now, and then there's going to be the numbers on it, which I'm going to put at the end. So it's definitely my favorite book from him. Actually, the first short story that I read from him was one called The Pedestrian, and if you guys want to look that up, it's a great short story, a very interesting short story that really makes you think about the world we live in. And it was written a long time ago, but it kind of it definitely reflects a lot of the world we live in now. He did a really great job predicting what it would be like. So yeah, I got the flames cut out here. I did cut it in half, as you can see, so I can make it a little bit easier to peel it up. Got a lot of different strands and frills on the flames, so I had to be really careful not to peel those up and kind of rip them. So I had to do it really carefully. Peeling that way is not as hard as peeling the other way, so I can just peel it right up and it doesn't really rip or anything like that. So orange is the main color here, but I'm actually going to go with red for the bottom and white for the top as well. So I can't dispose of that paper with the packaging tape on it just yet. So with the bottom, I'm going to go with a little bit of a flames thing, and then I'm going to go with white on the top. Kind of give like a different color flame feel. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to make this. I'm kind of freestyling the flames now. I'm definitely not as good at making freestyle flames as you can tell, at least you're going to be able to tell when I pull that red strip up, but it was definitely a lot of fun to make. Maybe if I practice a little bit more, I can do some freestyle flames, but haven't quite practiced that too much. And you're going to be able to see it in just a minute. The X-Acto knife is probably getting a little bit dull, that's why I have to go over a lot of the different spots again, just to make sure that it does, all come up in one fell swoop. And just keep on cutting and cutting and cutting. At this point I had to trim a little bit off the tops of the flames just to make them points, because flames don't usually come to rounded edges, so I had to peel them off and kind of do a little cutting to make them points. So that goes right on the bottom. Luckily for me, it did round out perfectly. Now I'm going to work on the tops, as you can see here, with the white strips. We're getting towards the end of the video here. Pretty soon I'm going to be making the numbers. So yeah, we got the one side of the flames there. Now working on the other side is just the tips of it. And I'm not cutting it exact because, as you can see later on when I stick those on, I don't stick them on perfectly. They kind of give them just kind of like a shadow background, as you can see in a second here. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't put it directly on top. I kind of give it a little bit of a shadow to make it look more like flames, as you can see here. And we're getting towards the end of the video, so I'll kind of leave you with a great quote from Ray Bradbury. It was one of his greatest quotes. He said, "If we listen to our intellect, we never have a love affair, we never have a friendship, we never go into business because we be cynical." Well, that's nonsense. You've got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. So I just wanted to leave you with that great quote. Just cutting out the numbers now. 4, 5, 1, the temperature at which books burn. About to stick those on. And then we'll have the entire thing here. So just want to put it out there. Thank you, Ray Bradbury, for inspiring me to write. You definitely inspired a lot of people, and thank you for writing all your books and just contributing to the science fiction community and the writing community in general. So catch you later, guys, next time.